Is there a ghost in Dalton Hall? If there is, it's Ivan Malloy. Here's the story that lies behind that haunting. Ivan Malloy was a young Quebecois student. Ivan and two friends went in on the railway to the city, Friday the 13th, 1931. It would appear perhaps that they had been to a bootlegger. Late that evening, they came walking back to the university through the heavy snow. When the two friends got back, they discovered that Ivan was no longer with them. So the next morning they found Ivan. He was lying in a field across from the university, behind a snowdrift, his arms outstretched. He froze to death through the night. Now, within a generation, stories appeared in student lore of a ghost at Dalton Hall. Ivan Malloy's name was soon lost, and other kinds of details got added to the story of Ivan. In one of them, he comes back to the residence after the curfew to find the prefect has locked the door against him and freezes to death literally on the doorstep of the university. There are other stories that students living in the building when it was a residence would find water in kind of a puddle in the corridor near the room where he lived, which they felt was the snow melting off the body of his ghost. I've never encountered a ghost at Dalton Hall, but I can tell you that a few years ago, some of my students who knew nothing about the ghost story were telling me about walking across the parking lot outside of Dalton Hall late one evening and seeing a blue floating orb coming across the parking lot. It spooked them, and it spooks me.